Alright, so today guys, it is the first, which means that the monthly revenue support is out, and we're going to take a look at these and see what's been going on, who's doing good, who's doing bad, and also we're going to look at the ones like from particular reasons itself as well for certain games. And let's get right into it. Before we start, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new, don't forget to share the video. And when you like and subscribe and also comment, it helps out the video a lot. We're trying to get the 1K. I see you guys there, only 300 and a couple away. Let's get it. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna do the whole tier list, starting with Magic Record. I don't even know what that is, but basically they did. Okay, they did. Oh, maybe I should also move myself out the way of the thing so that way y'all can see as well. But basically they done for. We're gonna do this right here like this. All right, so they did, they done, they gone. Not important in award anymore. Next one is Archland. Never heard of it a day in my life. So they got 10K. They graded up 10K. I've never heard that game ever. Hyken Ura, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I used to play this actually, and then I stopped because I forgot what exactly they did. They did something that made me not want to play the game anymore, and so I just stopped playing the game. I see that only one person must be funding the game each month because it said 23,800. That game's dead. Okay, that game is on the way out. Let's be real now, right? All right, and leads and cover negative 30,000. Let's see. One Punch Man World only makes, whoa, they lost only $1,000. Okay, I don't know what this is. They went from 70 to 50. You know what? Yeah, we just gonna talk about the games that I know that I actually care for, because we know like y'all can see the rest of these when y'all look at it. Okay, so Don Monchi Battle Chronicle. You know, I used to play that game. I don't know how it's surviving. It looks like it really is dying in the water of red right now though. They had 180 and now they are at 120, which means they lost about, what is that, about $60,000? Sheesh, that's kind of hard. Let me know if y'all still play that. Oh my gosh, this game is still alive. So Revenue Starlight Relive. I used to play this game. I used to play it a lot, actually, like a couple of years ago. I didn't know this game still existed. Looks like they in the 2000s, which is kind of bad for a gacha game, but it's also like a gacha game where you just basically like, it's like a idle gacha game type thing. So I mean, 20,000 loss is still kind of bad. Then even though Devil May Cry had a gacha game, looks like they went down a couple. They went down 100K. Let's see, the next thing, Girls Frontline. Girls Frontline actually stayed the same. They went 258 and they got 258 again. They just sitting there on that line of staying the same, I guess. What the hell is a dolphin wave? It looks like it's only in Japan because it got the Japan thing. And all, by the way, keep in mind that this is all mobile revenue, so if they do have launchers, it probably will be actually a little bit more different up there. But it looks like they lost about 200K. Alchemy Stars, never heard of it. Black Clover Mobile, oh, whoa, okay. So y'all already know, y'all, if y'all didn't check out my tier list, is somewhere on the channel. It's recently posted. Check out my tier list. So Black Clover Mobile, y'all know how I feel about this game. Y'all know I could care less about it, especially out of the launch they had. So they went from 1,060,000 to 630,000 in a month. They lost about close to almost 500K. Maybe actually it's 500K. I'm not good at quick math. That is insane to me, to be honest. 500K gone. Because I mean, that game is, me personally, I believe it's going to close in about a couple of years. I mean, give it about 1-2 years, that game is not going to be existing anymore. But unless they do something real weird and somehow have a comeback, but I don't see it. All right, next, Tower of Fantasy Global. They made 850 last month, but I think wasn't last month's like kind of skewed anyway. But so far they made 740,000. 740,000. That game is still somehow being alive. But to be honest, once Neverless to Everless come out, it's, from what I looked into, it's the same people that made Tower of Fantasy. I can't wait for Neverless to Everless. Now hopefully they don't mess that up. We just gotta hope. And if they don't, they're gonna be chilling. They good. All right, next, let's see. Don't know what that game is. Don't know what that game is. I didn't know Final Fantasy had a mobile game in the first place. Break My Case. There it goes. Outer Plane. So I did play Autoplane a little bit. You know what made me stop playing Autoplane? Because they don't have voice acting for the story. Like the story, you gotta read it. They decided, this is about the same people that made Epic 7, so we know they got money. And they decided not to make, I don't know why they did that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why they did it in the first place. But it's not even that it's like, oh, they speak in Japanese so I can understand them, which is usually why I don't read most stories. It's because like it's no voice acting at all. Like the characters don't talk unless you're like in the story. Like they don't talk at all. I don't know why they decided to do that. It's dumb to me, but you know, whatever. They lost what, 12, they lost about 300k, which rightfully so. I hope that game crashed and burned so they learn to never ever do that again in their life. Like if you like, they have the money. Like they had the money to start it off with that at least. Like come on now. This light, which I am surprised is still around, globally made, well, they lost about, say about like 100 and something K. I mean, this light, I never really had a problem with that game, to be honest. Aether Gazer, which I do want to play. I wish they would get a goddamn launcher, but they won't. I don't know why. Like, just get the launcher. But they don't have a PC launcher. That's what I mean by get the launcher. I wish they had one. If they finally did make one, let me know in the comment section down below. But they went up about 100 and let's say about like 130, maybe 140, maybe 150k. I'm not 100% positive. Tower of God New World, never played it, but they went up 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 300k right there. Oh my gosh, they got 1 million this month. Let's see, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, Bleach Brave Souls, don't really care for it, but they went up some. They got 1.3 this month. Honkai Impact 3rd. Let me make sure I ain't skipping nothing else. All right, Persona 5, the Phantom X. This, I'm pretty sure the circle means global, right? When the hell did this game drop globally? I have not heard anything about this, but so far it went down about 1 million. If they really are out globally, maybe they went down about 1 million because they don't decide to, oh yeah, maybe let's promote the game. Because I have not heard of this coming out at all globally. At all. Like, at all. I haven't heard one thing about it. I haven't heard one thing about Persona 5, the Phantom X in general, except for when I saw it like a while back and it was like, oh, that looks cool. I wonder when it's coming out. And then that was the last thing I heard about it. Brown Dust 2 went from 3 million to 1.8 million. That's yeah, we all know what that game is. I'm surprised they went down that much, unless I guess people not summoning for probably either Annie or Summer Event. I'm really not sure with that. Princess Connect Redive. I remember I used to play this game as well. 1.9. They went up actually. I'm surprised that game is still popular. Let's see. Honkai Impact 3rd globally. They lost about 800 million. I don't know who still plays Honkai Impact 3rd. I mean, me personally, I don't. But that's just because it feels like low to me. I don't know why. It just feels low. Let's see. Path to Nowhere. Never heard of it. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade went from $9 million in revenue in Japan to 2.5 million. Now, I don't know when that game came out, but from what I see there, I'm gonna just guess that it must have came out. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's just a Kaiser game. They spend money on it. You know, honeymoon phase. That's where they make a lot of money at. And then people, the core base is now here now, and that's how much they're going to be spending. Maybe it go up, maybe it won't. I'm not sure. Punisher Great Raven went from 1.8 million to 2.9 million, almost $3 million. I'd say that's kudos. That game is actually pretty good. It's pretty fun. I just don't like the way the combat system is, but that's just me personally. I don't want to connect dots. Okay, if I wanted to connect dots, I'd go play Candy Crush. Cookie Run Kingdom, the game that I don't know why it's a thing, but I guess people say it's fun. They only went down 1 million, which not really that much. AFK Arena 3.5 to 3.2. Reverse 1999, the game went from 6.7 million to 3.5. What the hell? Reverse 99? I'd never heard of that, to be honest. I mean, I think I heard of it once, maybe, not positive. Azure Lane went from 5.4 million to 3.8 million, which is surprising to me. I thought people just spend tons of money in that game, but I guess not. And by the way, these should actually be like way higher than usual. Like, not like, oh, this should be way higher than usual, more of in the sense of it's summer. Summer events break in a lot of money. Now we all know why some events rake in a lot of money, but they do rake in a lot of money. All right, but let's see. 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, the game that I actually played, went from 6.5 million to 4.3 million. And what was it? It's not August, but July or whatever. June, July. I don't remember the months. July, yeah. So I can see that because they released like what? They released like 3 banners of characters that were garbage and trash. So it makes sense why they want to make money from it. Like 2 or 3 characters are like trash characters. And then after them releasing that, they also keep doing like they ultra rare, which is supposed to be like a festival event type summons. They keep doing that back to back to back. So people just like, bro, y'all just keep doing this. It ain't gonna help us, bro. Like, I gotta stop this, man. But me personally, I hope the game gets better because I actually played that game. Oh my gosh. Okay. Summoner's War at 10 million. It went to 6 million. Now I feel like that's gonna go up a little bit more. Summoner's War is just the OG, bro. I don't think it's ever gonna die. Plus, they literally just had a collab with Jujutsu Kaisen. Like at this point, they balling over there. I don't know how the hell they do it, but they do it. Now, Snowbreak Containment Zone just had their first anniversary to this year. I think this was their first anniversary. Yeah, it was, because the game, some people thought it wasn't gonna make it to the end. They realized that fan service was a thing, and now they are doing a wonderful. They went from 3.4 to $6.9 million. And you know why? Because it was their first anniversary, and it makes sense. That first Annie, I ain't play all of it yet, but it's all right. Arc Knights went from 11 million to 7 million. I don't know. I just never fell in love with Arc Knights. Never really played the game. Epic 7 went from 4.5 to 8.9 million dollars globally, by the way. So I played Epic 7 to a point, as you say, like my tier list. Oh wow, people really still play that game a lot. That's another OG. So I guess it makes sense that it's just never gonna die, right? Let's see. Arc Knights, solo leveling. Blue Archive went from 7.8 million to 11.3 million dollars. Y'all let me know if Blue Archive is actually worth it. That's globally, by the way. Let me know if Blue Archive is actually good, because if it's not, then I don't care. If it is, then I mean I'd check it out. Let me know if I should check out Blue Archive or not. Now, NIKKE, I don't know what this actually means for it. I'm guessing that means globally as well, but or probably just saying, letting you know that it is the mobile one, or globally, whatever. It went from 11 million to 16 million. Now I know why. We all know why. Ein came out. Summer and Nice came back. Rosanna was there. Do I need to continue Sakura? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why they went up in revenue. I didn't even know they made this much money, by the way. They made not 11 point. They made $16 million this month. I think we're sitting comfortably, boys. We good. Dragon Ball Legends, 18 million to 19. They only went up $1 million, but I'm guessing there's nothing really popular about it yet. All right, so Monster Strike, I don't even know what this game is, but it went from 17 million to 22 million. I've never even heard of this game in my life. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But other than that, because remember guys, this is July and this is June. Naruto Mobile, which I have never played a day in my life, somehow it has $27 million in it. It went down by 3 million basically. I mean, I guess Fate Grand Order, the game that I don't understand how the hell it survives. You want me to be like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, right? I don't understand how this game Fate Grand Order survives. It makes no sense to me. Like, isn't that the same game that doesn't have a pity system? But yeah, it's just like it doesn't have a pity system at all. No guarantees, no pities, no, like, you just gonna have to pull and wish and hope that you get the character you want. And it makes so much money. It's like a cheat code. But it went from 60 million to 27.3 million, which is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now, WutheringWaves actually went down in global. It went down from, and this is like globally, I think I said the globally is like all of them combined, by the way. Yeah, it went from 46 million to 29 million. That kind of makes sense, because I think, who released in July? I think they only released one character in July, because I think her banner came in and that was about it. I mean, she was a hot character, but I don't think she was enough for like people to actually go pull on, right? Dokkan is just a money printer, but yeah, they had 9 million and now they had 32 million. I don't know what the hell. Y'all let me know what the hell came out in that game to make that jump so much, but okay. Honkai Star Rail, went from 95 million to 35 million. And I guess who came out in who was the last banner? The last banner was Jade, which is a character most people not really like. She's hot, but most people probably not gonna care about her in the sense that she doesn't do anything but pure fiction, right? And then before that was I think Firefly, right? That's the only other thing I could think of. So that's probably why I think it's at 95 million. It probably 95 million was the Firefly banner, with the 35 million is the Jade banner. Because basically banners come out like every 20 days, which would landed within a certain time frame of basically every month. I'm like 90% sure. I am like 90% sure we had a couple of characters that came back as well that was actually pretty good that people wanted. Like now, this month's banner, I don't think it's gonna be that good because I know my kids about how who whatever the hell her name is. I don't think anybody gonna be going for the new characters, to be honest. I'm not 100% positive though. But they went down a lot. They went down about 30 million, actually 60 million, about 60 million. God dang, that's a lot. That's a lot. Genshin Impact, the beloved child of the internet, you know, guys, the one you can't speak bad of, has 67 million in June and then went to 36 million. That is so good. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because I think they released a character that I don't think anybody would care for. I don't care for the characters. I don't think anybody else would care for the character. But basically, Genshin Impact, yeah, they 95 from both of their games made only basically 36 million this year. I mean not this year, but in July. What the heck? All right, so Love in Deep Space, don't know what the hell that game is, but somehow it went from 30 million to 42 million. And then ZENLESS Zone Zero, the new boy in town, the new upcoming in town, okay, made $96 million globally. 96 million. Now, like I said, because I had some people that told me this as well, that was like, oh, that game ain't gonna survive. It's gonna die. It's trash. It's garbage. Well, it looks like you're wrong. I mean, look, it's winning, obviously, right, guys? But think about ZENLESS, right? Think about ZZZ. I mean, like I said, it's a good game. I think it's a good game. I think the combat is good. I think the way you actually play the characters is good. I think all of it in general is a good game. Now, they made 96 million. It makes sense because their first banner was Ellen or whatever her name is, Ellen, and then their next banner was, I don't even remember her name, Zoyan, whatever, the police girl. So it makes sense. It makes sense why they made that much. If you especially the police woman, you look at her, you know why. Ellen was just a fire character that everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. She's a shark that's basically an emo. I get her. That's basically what it is. And I think when Jane Doe come out, we're gonna see something similar because some of the dreams of that character. Oh my gosh, I was like, they really pushing their limits for to be a MiHoYo game at this point. But that's the revenue chart. Basically, that's the whole chart right there. We went through all of it, and basically, and the highlights of it is that ZENLESS Zone Zero is on top. Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact fell off this month. And WutheringWaves fell off this month. Fate Grand Order just somehow still live. Dokkan Battle is always a money printer. NIKKE went up, boys, and Epic 7 is still making the crap ton of money. And then let's see, where is that here? Let's go here, right? All right. So in China, no, that's Japan. In Japan, they made 66 million. But let's see, where was the global for this one actually? Let's see, they made 66 million in Japan. Like NIKKE is just I guess that's worldwide. That's what I can think of. Like they only have one reason type thing where they made 16 million. And do keep in mind that this is just like the money they made from mobile. I think like if we actually had the PC ones as well, that'd be outrageous, the amount of money these games make up. Oh my gosh. But so they made 30 million in global, and in Japan they made 66 million. That is outrageous. That is an outrageous amount of money, guys. I'm letting y'all know that right now. Like what, Genshin? Yeah, Genshin went down in Japan from 38 to 19. Again, probably because I feel like people are starting to get tired of Genshin as well. And from global 29 to 17, way less of a dip, but I guess it makes sense. Japan 60 million in Honkai Star Rail. What did these youngins do for a living to be able to spend this much? But they went down to like 16. And Honkai Star Rail on global, basically 35 to 19. That makes sense. NA, not global, NA, I guess that's what that probably stands for. I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of makes sense. It does make sense. Like, at the end of the day, it does make sense, right? Because when you make bad updates, you're gonna get back. And I don't know, well, I guess because like Genshin didn't do a summer update. They never do summer updates, I don't believe. Like, they do summer events related stuff, but I don't think they make characters just for summer. And a new character that they just brought out, I don't think people actually want summer for the perfume girl or whatever her name is. I think most people actually with Genshin as well, I do think most people are saving for Netland. So I think that's another inclusion into it as well, because we all know Netland is coming either this month, next month, probably the month after that. So I think that's also why it also is pretty low, because they're saving for Netland. Now, as for Honkai Star Rail, I don't know why that's low, but that is low. Other than that, that's it. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to share the video, and like, again, it helps out a lot. Let me know which game that you are excited for, and I'm gonna go check out some of these gacha games, because some of these I have never heard of a day in my goddamn life.